Hi everybody, Chris Krashisnik with eXp Realty. I'm the owner of the Krashisnik Group. I am a full-service residential realtor licensed in Maryland, Virginia, DC, and West Virginia, and I love to help people buy and sell homes. So we're going through a seller's transaction right now, and we've gone under contract. First, we need to define those terms, and then I'm going to kind of tell you what we need to be doing from contract to close in order to make sure that you actually achieve the goal, which is to actually sell your house. Okay. First, please subscribe to this channel. I do provide this content to people so home buying and home selling isn't so intimidating and so foreign, and it makes people familiar with it. And I hope that helps people buy and sell homes more. Okay. So what does ratified mean? When we're under contract, what does that mean? That's ratified. That means both the buyer and the seller have agreed to all terms of the contract. All the changes, all that stuff has been agreed to in writing or digital signatures these days, but everybody's in agreement, and a copy of the contract has been sent to both the buyer and the seller. Okay, that's ratified. Until that happens, we do not have an agreement. Okay, the clock starts the next day. So the day you ratify is day 0. Day 1 for contingencies starts the next day, which is important to note because time is of the essence on all these contingencies. If you go a day past these contingencies, you don't have to, time is up, okay? So what are the things we need to be tracking or monitoring or supervising or overseeing from contract to close? Essentially every detail, but the ones I would worry about in order are your earnest money deposit. Your earnest money deposit should get deposited with whoever the contract states, whether it be the buyer's agent or the title company or some other third party. We should make sure that that actually hit, that the check cleared, and that's done, because you have, I think, 3 calendar days in most states to get that turned in, unless it's otherwise stated in the contract. We should schedule inspections. Now, the listing agent isn't responsible for scheduling inspections. What the listing agent should actually do is not bring up inspections at all, and the buyer's agent should request and coordinate those inspections. But the listing agent has to facilitate those and make sure that the buyer has reasonable access to the property. And that's all the inspections: home, well, septic, termite, potentially radon, chimney inspections, all that stuff. They will do a lot of work to get that coordinated for you on your behalf. Next item should be, your realtor should be reaching out to the title company. The title company has a certain amount of work that they have to do to prepare the sale and the actual transfer of the property, and it can be done in relatively short fashion. But if there's any problems that we don't foresee, you want to give them as much time as you can. So relatively soon after ratifying your contract, you should get a copy of that contract to the title company so they can start processing it through their system. The other thing is financing. It's really important to stay on top of the financing. Your realtor should be making sure that all the documentation that's necessary, that is still outstanding, should be turned in. And probably after the inspections, but hopefully as soon as you can, as soon as it's reasonable, hopefully that lender orders the appraisal and we get that scheduled. The realtor may want to meet the inspector at the property to go over anything and try to head off any potential issues that may come up. Finally, one of the other things I would do is, if you're in a homeowners association, you do have to get the buyer and provide the buyer with a current resale package. Not the resale package that you received when you bought the home, but the resale package or the governing documents that are current and enforced, okay? And if there's any other odd contingencies, like a home sale or something like that, you should be on top of that, or your realtor should be on top of that, okay? You do all of these things, it's not going to prevent problems from happening, but it is going to give us enough time, or as much time as possible, to address them, deal with them, and hopefully resolve them. So we arrive a week before settlement or weeks before settlement without anything in question. Ideally, that's what we want. We don't always get it, but we should work towards that. Thank you very much. I will go over closing day next, or the week prior to closing, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.